Okay, so Wales have beaten Turkey 2-0 in Baku in Azerbaijan. A much better performance by both sides, and a much improved performance by Gareth Bale. He creates both goals. Yes, he does miss the penalty, and it was a poor penalty, so it's still frustrating watching Gareth Bale in recent seasons. Obviously, his time at Real Madrid is, well, we know what that's all about. But he creates the goal for Aaron Ramsey in the first half with a great through ball. And it's not even the cleanest finish by Aaron Ramsey, but he gets enough on the ball to beat the keeper. And Aaron Ramsey, I think, was Wales' best player. He ran himself into the ground in defence and attack. So it's 1-0 at half time. Much improved by Wales, although in the second half they did invite Turkey onto them. And this is what I find a little bit frustrating about several of the home nation sides. England, Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland in the past, is when they get that 1-0 lead, they retreat into themselves a little bit. I think that's a British mentality when it comes to football. They invited wave after wave of Turkish pressure in the second half, and they caught them on the counter-attack as well. Let's not forget Wales were pretty good going forward themselves, but they kept inviting Turkey onto them. Bale draws the penalty on 60 minutes. He does draw the foul. I mean, obviously, in a perfect world, you want him to stay on his feet and continue his run because he could actually create a goal or an opportunity. And then he takes the penalty and he puts it over the bar. Cue the golf jokes. Yes, I've already seen that on social media. Cue the golf jokes. Because obviously he's a king golfer and a king golf fan. But he was much better in this game than in the game against Switzerland. He had much more of an impact on Wales' performance. He touched the ball more runs, more attacks, more movement, more chances. He had a lot of chances. He also sets up the winner from a short corner. Now, you're thinking, Wales, just play the ball in the corner. You've won the game. But he runs up the goal line, basically, and passes it to Roberts in the box, who slots it in between the keeper's legs. And that second goal is just quick thinking. But the Turks are pretty much set up for the fact that they're going to keep it in the corner, and he catches them cold. And that's a brilliant bit of play. One thing I will notice about Wales' performance, there was an ugly incident before the second goal in the Welsh penalty area when the Turkish team are just pressing and pressing and pressing, and it ended in a bit of a scuffle. 3 players were booked, which could prove crucial if there's any more bookings later in the tournament. I don't know if they get expunged after the group stage, but I know if you get 2 bookings, you miss a game. So some players got booked from both teams. Bit of an unsavoury incident. The most unsavoury incident, I think, with foul play and anything we've seen in this tournament. But a much improved performance by Wales. And actually, to be fair, Turkey were good value for money. They had multiple opportunities, but it wasn't enough. They now are relying on the Swiss-Italy game to go in their favour. Much depends on that result. If Italy win, it actually keeps Turkey in a hunt to get out of the group when they do play Switzerland in the final game. Wales are in pole position in second place in the group right now, so if Switzerland lose, they're through to the next round. So both teams are sweating on the result of the next game in the group, which is later this evening, to either cement their place in the next round or having to win their final game to get through. Turkey have to win their final game against Switzerland. There's no doubt on that, because obviously the best third place teams, 4 out of the 6, do progress to the next round, so they have to win. Wales may not have to win against Italy, but I think they're going to have to get at least a draw against Italy to confirm their place in the next round. But a very good performance by Wales, and Gareth Bale much improved, albeit with the penalty miss. But Aaron Ramsey was my man of the match. I think any one of the Welsh players could have been the man of the match. And Sonucu, the Turkish centre-back, I think, was exemplary for Turkey as well. It's a pity that obviously he's on the losing side, obviously the Leicester centre-back, but Sonucu is I think, a world-class defender in defeat, and he's performed very, very well in this tournament. It's a shame that he's been on the losing side twice. There we go. Thank you very much for watching. Obviously, Switzerland-Italy kicks off in an hour's time. I'll be watching and doing a review of that, and thank you very much for watching, and place your thoughts below, and I'll have some more videos for you very, very soon.